The Earth was just created. Lava and magma overtook Earth's surface, and the temperature was much hotter than it is today. Over time though, the Earth began to cool, and eventually cooled to 2 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. In the beginning of the Precambrian era, there were no continents. There were only islands that were created by volcanoes. Microscopic bacteria was the first living thing to exist during the Precambrian era. Oh, they showed up in fossils 3.4 billion years ago. Some multi-celled organisms began to live, such as corals, jellyfish, and sea anemones. They only had simple digestive systems and mouths. During the Paleozoic era, the continents moved a lot, so temperature fluctuated frequently. It was changing so frequently that the Ice Age eventually happened. During the Ice Age, 1/3 of the life species that existed died out. The atmosphere had a lot of CO2 during this time period, and we know that from mineral deposits that would need a lot of oxygen. The continents were very close to the equator, and there was a spike in life forms because of the Cambrian explosion. After the Ice Age was over, new species began to adapt to the watery, cool, mid-warming environment. Paleozoic era had plants such as cycads, glossopterids, primitive conifers, and ferns. During the Mesozoic period, plate activity picked up steadily and Pangaea began to break apart faster. The Mesozoic era is known for its dinosaurs, and is often called the land of reptiles. The climate changed a lot during the Mesozoic era. At first, during the Triassic period it was hot and dry. During the Jurassic and Cretaceous it was subtropical and very wet. There were 2 mass extinctions that happened during the Mesozoic era: the Triassic-Jurassic extinction and the Cretaceous extinction. The Mesozoic era had a lot of plants, there primarily being conifers and flowering plants. Herbivores flourished because of the readiness of these plants. There were now dinosaurs everywhere, pterosaurs in the air, brachiosaurs and other large herbivores on land, and many marine dinos such as the Spinosaurus. When the Cretaceous extinction happened though, nearly 85% of all living species died out. It happened when an asteroid hit Earth, causing a nuclear winter. We know this because of a 1,000,000-plus-year-old massive dent in the ground, and surrounding fossils. Now, during the Cenozoic era, life as we know it started. The continents were almost at where they are now at the start of the Cenozoic era. Most of the species of plants we have today came from before or during the Cenozoic era. If you take a look at a random plant near you, there is a good chance that same species existed 65 million years ago, when the Cenozoic era started. Climate varies all over the different parts of the Earth. Some places are extremely hot, often reaching over 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and some are extremely cold, often below 0. Right now the Earth is going through a heating phase. This is caused because of humans and natural temperature cycles through the Earth. Humans have been around for 2.8 million years now. Many animals roam this Earth and call it a home. There are a lot of mammals, fish, and reptiles which resemble extinct species. Because of this, the Cenozoic era is known as the land of mammals. Our generation will have a large impact on the world. What we do wrong or right will define history.